One, we are live with the Jacob, and we are here today to discuss some issues with the ICF. We've seen Jacob going on Twitter, on the platforms, making the certain accusations, and I would like to start because I saw some people accusing you um, of wrong approach on Twitter. I'm one of these people, and we were bringing this as the reason why the foundation doesn't talk to you. And I think, Jacob, you are in the wrong here, going on Twitter. I saw the tweets from other people. And I don't believe that's who you are because every single time you are live with me, you seem very soft and reasonable. But those tweets don't necessarily seem very reasonable. My belief is that ICF working for the best of the development of the cosmos, but they don't have to be right. I think they are slow. I think, as with every organization, comes the certain level of corruption and mismanagement, and I think they suffer from it. I don't believe the certain mistakes they are doing regarding delegations or a few other things are result of they purpose action that meant to harm users. And I believe they will be marching towards the solution of that. And I got that from the conversation with the cat. I believe there are good people who want to solve it, who want to see the Cosmos ecosystem and Cosmos network to be successful. I also do like the president of the ICF, which is Ethan Bookman. I don't know much about him. I think he's a great thinker. I believe the tokenomics of Atom, which is really great and who helped us to preserve the really strong value, was the design of Ethan Bookman. I think his understanding of economy and monetary system is beneficial to us. I think having Zaki, who is great developer, on our side, and his ideas of bringing the value to ecosystem by fixing the inflation and allocating assets into hands of developers is good idea. But I understand there are problems, and I want you to speak about the problems you have about ICF and how you could see these problems could be solved. Did I say too much? Too nice?
No,
I
no,
try
no,
to
no,
be
no.
nice.
But you missed something. Okay, so Zucky, um, you know what? Yeah, good. Okay, we're not talking about Zucky. Zucky has never accused the heir of slander. Um, and Zucky has not lied to the community about the state of delegations or about the reason that redelegations haven't occurred. But others at the ICF and funded by the ICF have lied. Okay. Hard lies, unless we want to debate the state of the Cosmos Hub ledger. Okay. So for a very long time, the Interchain Foundation was saying that they could not redelegate due to multi-sig transactions. Okay. And on June 17th, they made grant transactions from their two wallets. And I'm just going to pull those up
Mhm.
real quick here. Okay. One moment, please. Um, let's
So
see. Mhm.
it's quite funny trying seeing us trying to talk really nicely, an official way.
Well,
But yeah, let's
we're
keep it
gonna
this
do
way.
that because otherwise they'll complain about how I talk. And really
Mhm.
this is done. This is the problem.
Mhm.
I and done. I validate another 29 chains. I don't speak to everyone the way that I have spoken to the ICF.
Mhm.
There are reasons for um, my feeling upset. The first
Mhm.
person to tell me to stop looking into ICF delegations is actually Cat.fish. She did that February 10th, 2022. She told me
Mhm.
to let the professionals handle it and that to speak of this in public was not good.
Mhm.
Um, so,
Can I
okay.
say that sometimes people that speak, they don't necessarily speak on behalf of the foundation, but
She's
I
she works for the foundation.
yes,
Okay.
I said many bad things on Twitter without the consideration of what I say. Maybe she was
But,
upset, and she
but
was
I
like
didn't but hang
poking
on,
at you. Who
I
the
didn't
hell
say
is?
anything on Twitter. I said it in a
Mhm,
very small Telegram group called the
mhm,
Cosmos Hub
mhm.
Governance Group. That group has been deactivated, but I actually think I can even share a link to it. Okay. And now what we're gonna do is hop over to another window where I have the grant transaction. Okay. Now, um, what I would really like for people to realize, um,
So,
is that
sorry to stop you. This is the grant when they started redelegation, right? Oh,
no, this is a
from the.
grant of privilege authority to
Mhm,
redelegate instantly without doing a multi-sig transaction. That
mhm.
happened, June 15, okay? On June 17, well, Rarma and I, we didn't know that they had done this, and you see, they had been telling us that they, um, needed to do these complex multi-signature transactions. And I spoke with okay, the people who gave me that reason were Sam Hart, Billy Rennekamp, and Ethan Bookman. Okay, and again, these were in private and generally polite one-on-one conversations. And but here they are. So since June 15, it is now 2 months past that. Okay. Since June 15, it has been possible for them to redelegate away from non participatory validators who have no place in the Cosmos Hub set instantly, but they haven't done it. First, it was we need to do um, we can't do these giant multi-signature transactions. And guys, that's not really
But
true.
maybe they haven't done redelegation yet because what I got, they are still working on the good
Yeah, but
system
but
to
but
plan.
hang on. But it doesn't matter because that's not what they told the community. They told the community that it was because of the multi-sigs. And what we can see is that the Interchain Foundation routinely makes transactions. See all of these are all multi-signature transactions. Okay, all of these. Oh, and by the way, these multi-signature transactions, oh, CDM8. Okay, now guys, first of all, I need to say that, since Ethan Bookman has used a very legal trigger word on Twitter, that being slander. First of all, I had to spend the past 48 hours or so thinking about legal and crap. And guys, I hate that stuff. Okay. That's kind of why I work in this field, because actually the ledger, the blockchain, makes things very transparent. I am still calling for Bucky to resign. Why am I calling for Bucky to resign? Because absent transparency reports, and I mean, look, they're not making transparency reports. That's something that is not occurring. Okay. Absent transparency reports, these transactions look really sketchy. Now, Maria, who works for the Interchain Foundation, she said, oh, these may be routine liquidity provision transactions. I just want to say, I'm not alleging gross negligence. That's Rick Dudley. Rick Dudley is alleging gross negligence. Okay. Rick Dudley is an Interchain Foundation grant recipient. He
I want to stop. Rick Dudley is also a great developer building some things that could be benefits and
well,
which could provide good economical value, no?
I don't know, buddy. I do know that he has a sizable grant from the Interchain Foundation. I do know that. I mean, you saw his various tweets about me, right? You've seen that.
I saw both. I saw also your tweets about him, and also your tweets. Some people messaged me that you were attacking the company and employees that he's running that are unrelated to the whole
Oh, no, no,
situation.
I'm definitely attacking Laconic Network.
Hmm.
I don't think that people who see gross negligence, and then we agreed we're not going to use the word,
Hmm.
that French
Yes.
word, right? So I'm going to quote, and I'll have to like use an air asterisk, okay? So sees gross negligence and then does not give an F about it. I don't think that they should be leading projects. I think that that is definitely dangerous. Um, I think he is a decent developer and that it doesn't matter. Um, like at the end of the day, uh, CEOs have a job, okay, and part of that, right, is if you see gross negligence, you need to do something about it. If you don't, um, well, I mean, there are literally laws about this. Um, I've started enough companies to know the types of paperwork that you sign to be CEO. And what can I say? As you know, I once stole a big trunk full of sand, right? And I start companies. And sometimes those companies, they raise money, right? Um, and so the investors, they do what's called due diligence. Okay. They research you thoroughly too. And so that comes up at 100% of investor meetings at some point before a check is cut. And I just tell them facts, right? I tell them exactly what happened. Um, you know, Investors are deeply concerned with moral character, and in my opinion, that's for very good reason. Um, I'm not offended when they ask me about this. I want to make that really clear. Like they are doing their job, and frankly, um, well, if you steal a giant trunk full of sand, you'd best have a very good explanation for how that happened. Of course, I was insane, so the explanation sounds insane. But um, I mean, what can I say? I passed due diligence, if you get what I mean. Like they
I'm I'm
they
I'm
look in.
I'm trying to think of the harm that is being done because despite I understand, Jacob, that they could have miscommunicate. We can use the word lied about the
Well, no, no, no.
multi-sig, as you say,
This is not a miscommunication, Don. This is a
but
lie.
it's okay. Okay, lie. That's a lie. But also, like in some systems, if the in the criminal systems, there is always the lie
Wait,
or
wait,
the
wait, Don,
crime
Don, Don. Stop. Take 10 steps back.
is
I'm not
relevant
calling.
to the harm
No,
that was
no,
being done
Don,
to the
I'm not
users.
calling anybody a criminal. Don't talk like
Oh,
that.
okay, okay. This So what I'm saying, despite the lie, there does not seem to be very negative impact on the users or
Oh,
putting
but
anyone's funds
hang
at the
on,
risk.
Don.
I understand the
Well,
like, but we can fix it.
but you're
Um,
wrong. You're wrong. Okay. There's serious negative impact on users. Okay. The ICF delegates to so many non participatory validators, okay, that
mhm,
the fact that ICF makes delegations at all affects quorum. Okay. And well, the
mhm,
ICF, right? We both agree Bucky's smart, right? Well, I
mhm,
assume that he knows he's affecting quorum.
mhm,
This affects the Cosmos Hub governance. Um, okay, this validator here, it doesn't vote. Furthermore, Don, this validator here, the one that I call the random string, which actually, if you see here, it's not all that random. It's the end of their developer address, um,
mhm.
E4X72. Um, Don, they make a lot of money
Yes.
validating. Okay, a lot, and they sell 100% of it, and they're endorsed by the Interchain Foundation.
Mm-hmm. And we spoke about this, and this was addressed.
Well, so how can you possibly say that there's not harm when it's look
Bec- because
when
this
I
one
go
was already addressed, Jacob. Because this one, I spoke to the cat, and this was
yeah,
addressed. They know it's a problem. In fact, they
but
know
it's
there
not
is
dealt with, and they
it's
can deal with
slow,
it in one click.
and there is mistakes, and this is being fixed, and
But,
redelegations will
but
happen.
Don, it doesn't matter. The endorsement stands.
It will. I believe they working on it to change
But
it, and
Don,
it will
they
change.
lied. Why do you believe them?
Uh, they lied with the fact that redelegation happens, because I believe it's
No,
coming.
Don, this has been going on. I mean, this issue has been flagged since 2020. Okay.
Hmm.
And they have ignored it. Now, when I mention 2020, I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about Moonboy 84, okay? Because I inherited this issue from him, okay? Um,
So,
furthermore, hang on,
mhm,
furthermore, there are no transparency reports, okay?
mhm.
Um, nobody knows anything. And Don, the reason that they gave the community, including me, including Rarma, that this wasn't happening, and Rarma confirmed this in our three-way chat just a moment ago. The reason they gave
Hello. Okay, Jacob is lost. He will be back in 1 minute. It's internet out. By the way, some questions I'm asking, right? Like, I like to just learn.
I'm
Oh, you
back. I'm back.
yes,
Sorry.
you're
Yeah,
back.
the
Okay.
internet died.
Hmm.
It is so where was I?
About three-way, the Rarma,
Okay.
that the,
So he confirmed that's what they told him. All right. So where is the whole now
but
if we
Jacob, also
don't
they are private organization. They are not Cosmos Network. They are like separate
um
entity from it.
yes, and but they're
Technically,
supposed
they can do whatever they want,
to
but
wait,
they.
wait. I know.
Mhm,
So what I'm saying is please listen to me here. I'm
mhm,
saying they're doing
mhm,
got me?
mhm.
Okay. So what I'm saying is they're out doing what they want to do. And well, okay, so like we can just walk through, we can find the validators they delegate to by lack of governance participation for real.
Mhm. Yes, and
Um,
we did that before. And what is the
and
sol? Mhm,
I mean, there seems to me that they um they have some problem with Jacob and Dunn. I didn't communicate this in a nasty way initially. I got nasty after
mhm,
they ignored the facts I was speaking over a long period of time and began to say I was some kind of crazy conspiracy theorist or something. And well, no. I mean, I'm coming with extremely hard evidence. Oh, look, here's another one. Okay. Staking facilities. They're endorsed by the ICF.
mhm.
Um, and do they do the governancion? Well, let's see. Okay, and guys, like, what is a delegation other than an endorsement? Well, no, it's exactly an endorsement. Okay, and you know they can do what they want. Well done. Yes, they can do what they want. But if they lie while they're doing what they want, I'm a validator, somebody who's supposed to find facts on the Cosmos Hub. I know that my delegators support me in this. Um, and so this is simply a part of my work. And like, there's, do you agree that they lied to the community when they said, well, it's the multi-sig transactions?
If this is the case, I agree it's a lie, and I want to say to ICF, don't lie and just be transparent, because
And Don,
if you're
that's
transparent,
all
the
I'm saying.
community
Don't
will
lie.
forget you mistakes, and you will have nothing to hide. You will be open book, and it's always better to be transparent, even if you might get some negative feedback for your mistakes.
That's
It
right.
will be benefits of you. This is what I do. I'm trying to be honest, even if I'm wrong. I get a lot of shit, but I have nothing to hide. And
Well,
I think
Don, as
this
you
is
know,
human factor that people does that. The people lie. I see the issues with delegations here, and this is the broader issue with the crypto of we all believe that crypto is here to make us wealthy. That is this
well, yeah, but
great.
that's not why I'm here. If you're here for that,
Okay,
you should go because it's a very high risk space.
no, it's not why I'm, but many
I
people
mean,
believe
look,
that
and you can
it's
make look, you
decentralized.
can make money, but like you can get wrecked
It's
severely.
okay that it's decentralized ledger, and we all equal in it. The truth is, the early movers, those who are early, are the ones that will benefit the most. And this is what happens on the Cosmos network. Those early ones, you can see with delegations, those who are there benefits from that, even if they don't give a shit. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry for the
what I'm
word.
trying to say, what I'm trying to say is that that should be changed, and that should be changed now, today.
Mhm.
Like, um,
How much time would you give them to change that? The
I wouldn't.
delegations.
I wouldn't. No, 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 dude.
Can we give them few
Hang
months?
on.
It's
They have had 2 years. Okay.
okay.
When I
It
spoke
wasn't
to Moonboy,
discussed. It wasn't
when I
this.
hang on, when I spoke to Moonboy, he said he'd first flagged it with them January 1st of 2020. And you know what? I believe him. Guy's always been straight with me. I actually don't know who Moonboy 84 is. Okay. And this gets into some of the worst stuff. Dude, do I look Korean to you?
no, you look Caucasian to me, Jacob.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what I am. Literally Caucasian from the Caucasus Mountains. Um, and I'm Armenian and I'm Polish. Well, there's some Native American in there. I don't know. My ancestors must have had a lot of freaky sex. It's a little confusing. There's supposedly took a DNA test and I'm like part West African via Haiti too, which doesn't Haiti, which well, let's just say it didn't make a lot of sense. Anyhow, okay, now, yeah, Christopher, I
Yes,
am
and I
a
want to tell you, if you hear anyone that you can build generational wealth from speculating on the tokens, don't ever
don't,
listen.
don't speculate. Yeah, and I
Just
don't encourage people to speculate.
the building generational wealth is if you are inventor, builder, and you contribute, and if you will bring the product to life, that
Well,
will get the
okay, but
adaptation.
I wanna throw this out here, okay? Uh, dude, part of the problem is that the ICF is not doing well by the people who are building. Okay, that includes me. Um, Look, on any other chain for making the type of code contributions that we make to the Cosmos Hub and Cosmos SDK, yes, we receive delegations at minimum. And by the way, um, you know, oh well, hey, thank you.
Chris is my friend from Hong Kong, and he staked with me,
Cool,
with you
cool.
instead of me. That's
Oh well. um, so like, look, Notional has grown to 20 people, almost exclusively engineering. And I'm really tired of all of the attacks from people affiliated with the ICF when all I've done is point out factual information. Okay. The delegations are crazy delinquent. Um, psh,
Let me read. There is
she's the
nothing
one
more
who lied to
wrong.
me. She's the one who lied to me.
Uh,
She told me to let the professionals handle it. The professionals didn't handle
okay,
it. Ethan didn't
Jacob.
handle it either.
I I know it's been bad. It's been slow. I would give them a little bit. Maybe on during Cosmoverse, we are able. I'm not there, but maybe we are able to learn of new program. And I'm patient
Why
with
though?
this.
Why?
I'm
Wait, no,
I'm
no, no, no. Why would that be something that we announce with fanfare at Cosmoverse instead of just doing when it's very clear? No, Lenore, that the document is not public. Okay, they say they're working on a document. They're not willing to make it public. That's not
let them
transparent.
finish it.
They've
Let
learned
them
nothing.
finish it.
Finish what? Why?
Finish the document, and
They
we
say they want community feedback. They say
I
they want to
really
be transparent.
believe I really
It's the
believe
things they say do not line up to the things that they do.
I
Okay.
believe they will
And
make redelegations,
well, sure, I think
and
so too. But you know what? I think that I shouldn't have had to gone through a Dudleying on it. I think that Catfish, when I first spoke to Catfish, should not have told me, let the professionals handle it because, guys, who can audit a blockchain? Is it a validator? Yeah, it's a validator. Okay. Like I can check the thing and I can, okay.
mhm.
Um, they're not making transparency reports. Um, yeah, but okay. So now you're we with the ICF. Anyhow, also other chains I validate. Um,
I think there might be trust issues, and I've seen it in
well,
blockchain.
you know what?
Is
They don't
there
have any reason. They don't have any reason to mistrust me. Otherwise, they should stop accepting my code.
no, Jacob? I
Yeah, no.
think they might mistrust you.
Right, well, then
And
they should stop accepting my code.
this was
I'm serious.
that's good point. But let me address how mistrust between people happen.
No, no, no.
I
I know how it started.
I
Okay,
believe they do
you weren't
know
there.
that you are uncomfortable for them. I know that they believe that.
At this point, they
From your
should.
Twitter tweets, from your tweets, it seems you
Which
are
tweets?
uncomfortable. And some of the tweets were offensive. Like sometimes I open Twitter and I see 50 tweets from Jacob. I don't even read that because it's too much to handle. And
Okay.
not all the people are built the same. Some of the people are able to handle that. Some of the people is, but how the mistrust happen? I remember the example, and I don't want to bring that back. That you were very vocal about taking away the whale funds on Juno Network. Few months
Yeah.
later, you offered to collaborate and work with him on distribution.
Yeah.
There
So.
could be the mistrust, you see, and
Oh.
that's how the mistrust happened. And I believe that's
Wait.
how.
Did you disconnect Takumi and Adam?
Okay, remove that, no argument. It's okay,
Did
we
you?
can remove that.
Did you just do that?
I try to explain you the ideology of mistrust using the example
But
of other chain,
did you
but I
disconnect
didn't.
Takumi the whale and Adam?
I It was not in relation to the blockchain. It was in explanation of how mistrust happen and why one entity can mistrust other entity.
Well, Bucky was really against Takumi the whale thing. And let's keep in mind,
Everyone was wrong. I will be open. I will be open. All of them were wrong. All of them.
okay,
I requested, and I can speak on it. People told me, "Hey, the cat should know something about Takumi." Till 6 months later, we have nothing.
yeah, I know.
So that's the facts we have now. People
Well,
like to
I
jump to
mean,
conclusions, but
without
at the end,
making
Mhm.
no conclusions,
Mhm.
ICF really likes a third tier Japanese exchange. No conclusion.
He's not exchange. Let's establish. I never seen them registered as the exchange.
No, I understand that. I understand that. I'm just saying.
Exchange is the Coinbase. Exchange is the Binance. Exchange is
Wait,
the
wait, wait,
Kraken.
wait,
I'm the simple
wait,
guy.
wait, wait,
Okay.
wait. Hey, wait. I'm sorry. I don't think you understand. You know how there's no transparency reports, the ICF? Do you
I
know
don't
what CoinGrab?
understand though.
Do you know
Yeah.
what CoinGrab exchange is?
No, I
CoinGrab.
don't know. I don't
Okay.
know.
Go pull up your computer browser, go on video,
Hmm.
and search coingrab.io. Now remember,
In the browser,
yep. Now remember, Bucky's been talking in legal terms, so I am going to
the
state very clearly, I am not making any accusation of anything. I am saying that the ICF uses for tons of money a third tier.
CoinGrab.io doesn't exist. Is the domain for sale?
Okay, just a second, please. I'll get you the correct domain. Okay,
Uh,
here we go.
CoinGrabATM.com.
Here, hang on. Hang on a second here. Okay, and beep doo, beep doo. Here. Oh, wait.
Not really. Like it's
No, no,
12
no. Hey,
a.m.
hey, 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 hey.
It's
You
12
need,
p.m.
you
here.
need to
No.
look up that address. You need to look up that address. See the address there?
What's that? I don't understand Japanese. Oh, this address, yes.
That's the address that the ICF routes funds through.
Mm.
Yep, exactly.
Wait,
Governments.
that's your mean scan works well on
Yeah,
the.
yeah, oh yeah, it'll work great. Mm-hmm.
It always works better
Yeah.
on
Now,
the
scroll down. Scroll
Safari.
down. Yeah, scroll
Mhm.
down. Mm-hmm. Now, that is the exchange's address. Okay. But
It
uh,
you see the Chrome doesn't show me delegations
there are
often
no
side.
delegations. No, hang on. There are no delegations
Oh,
in or
okay.
out of it because you're looking at the exchange's address.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want you to go. I want you to go to that little menu thing at the bottom where you can scroll through the transactions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Click. Go backwards some.
What do you mean?
The little arrow that lets you go back in the transaction history, lower right hand
Yeah,
corner.
here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And C191. I want you to click it.
Mhm.
Okay. And now I want you to click the from address. ICF.
Could it be the uh OTC transaction?
I look. No one knows.
Hmm.
Okay. They don't make transparency reports. Okay.
Yeah, I understand. So you don't know what this transaction was, but
Wait,
maybe
wait,
it was
whoa, whoa, whoa,
OTC transaction.
wait. Let me go through the scope of things. I don't know because the ICF doesn't make transparency reports. Okay.
Hmm.
I don't know what they really do or do not pay to the Cosmwasm team. I don't know what they really do or do not pay to informal systems. I don't know what they really do or do not do with the atoms that they're sending via CoinGrab to, well, I don't know where and I don't know what. Okay. And this is an organization that says that they operate transparently. Now, Maria from the ICF, who is somebody that I've heard very good things about her work. I remember, Marcin, I'm asking for Bucky to step down. Okay, and I'm not asking for.
I think he's too valuable asset. I think he's good to
You
see.
look, you're entitled to your thought, but you said you were going to give me my platform here, so I'm going to take my platform, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we know that ICF funds informal systems. We know that ICF does not make transparency reports. I know that many in the community are really uncomfortable about this. Okay. Yes, it's millions and millions of dollars a month. And well, he does have the cat ears on, so you know.
By the
Anyhow,
way, I want to give shout out to Paul, Nothing Show. He's my best man on my wedding. I met him early on in my days before I was even in
mm,
Juno community.
well, I mean,
And
he's got the cat ears, right?
Paul,
Best
I
man.
miss you. I miss you, and I hope you're doing great. Sorry.
I hope he's doing good too. Now, hey, so
Go on.
okay, look, um, what I'm saying is like, this is not excusable. I think. Okay, um, the feeling of conflict of interest. Now, remember, Bucky is tossing the word slander out into the air. So, I mean, look, I hate the legal profession and dealing with lawyers and stuff. And I seriously thought about suing the ICF. And the reason is Rick Dudley claimed that they basically have a program of systematic online abuse. And the reality is, okay, claims that are true are not slander. And all I'm claiming, okay, one, in the community, there is a widespread feeling of conflict of interest about Bucky's dual roles, okay? And I'm not going to substantiate that further. I'm just going to state it as a fact. People can accept it or not as they so choose. Okay. Two, that feeling of conflict of interest led to a heightening of the situation where there was a hiring freeze imposed by the ICF, Cosmos wide, okay, on all the projects that they funded. I don't actually have a problem with this. Okay. I am quite fiscally conservative. Okay. If the ICF didn't have money, they didn't have money. And guys, like that is not a problem. Okay. No big deal. The trouble is that the feeling of conflict of interest, note, I'm not claiming a conflict of interest. I'm saying there's a feeling of one. That widespread feeling in the community fanned the fires much, much more. Okay. And then we have the rather glib attitude that, is well exemplified, let's say, by Rick Dudley. Well, it is gross negligence, but I don't give an F. And frankly, by Bucky himself, where, look, he wanted to shift the conversation to like attitude or tone. No. Okay. This is really large amounts of money. And you're getting this tone because you're acting glib about it. Okay. And to catfish, well, I have to say to catfish is catfish, the professionals didn't handle it. I had to do this for months to bring this to the community's attention. Now, Marcin, I want to tell you more about the coin grab situation. Okay. Keep in mind that what they're doing with coin grab could be perfectly fine. It could be perfectly fine in two scenarios. Okay. Ready? No. They've had time, Lenore. They have had time. They've had 2 years. They haven't done it. Bucky should step down. So, because guys, look, it's beginning to affect core software development. I apologize. I was kind of going through a list of reasons I was concerned and stuff, but let's go right to the meat and potatoes. Okay. All of this financial stuff and the lack of transparency is definitely what is driving the issues surrounding, oh, which SDK fork are we going to use for CosmWasm? And I keep saying online on Twitter, hey, I just want to ship. What do I mean by that? Well, okay, since December, um, I have. Well, I'm not Lenore. You can say whatever you'd like to, but I think that they've had enough time. Okay, I really do. I think they've had more than enough time, and I want to make really, really clear because Bucky is accusing the heir of slander. He said it's not me; it must be somebody, or it's just the heir. I don't know which. Okay, but I do know that if you're a CEO and you know a foundation head and stuff, that's probably not a word that you should just be throwing around. It imposes costs on the community. Okay. It makes software developers think about legal instead of software. It sucks. That alone should likely be enough. So, the CosmWasm situation. Osmosis has made a number of optimizations to the Cosmos SDK that dramatically outpace the mainline branch development. Okay, these are specifically in the areas of performance and like how well it sexes with CosmWasm, for lack of better description. Okay, um, let me. I would like to share my thoughts on an ideal outcome because hi, I'm
Hmm.
Jacob. I if you go to the WASMD repository, you'll see that my team, myself and my team, have upgraded CosmWasm to SDK 46 numerous times. In fact, in February 2022, I thought I was complete. Okay, but let me just explain. Well, Rama, here's the thing. I do want to upstream to SDK. I really do. And you know what else? A lot of people want to upstream to the SDK, and I don't think that it's actually look. It's not an engineering problem. I also don't think it's a problem of lack of funds. Okay, so just for example, I know Federico at Evmos. I upgraded. Well, I and two of our team members at Notional. Um, so we upgraded Evmos to Cosmos SDK 46. Okay, and Federico likes Cosmos SDK 46, and I like Cosmos SDK 46. And a lot of people don't like the groups module or the NFT module. You know what? They've got decent reasons for that. Um, Frankly, DAO is probably better, but at Notional, our customers wanted choices. Okay, so Joe, to make adoption more appealing to the everyday Joe, I think that we need to have some clarity between each other. Let me tell you guys what happened in February. Okay, in February we launched the Craft testnet. Okay, it came up. The validators started talking to each other, and it died. Let me explain how it died, though. It didn't just like die. Okay, nodes would just suddenly begin missing blocks, and it had something to do with the peer-to-peer networking system. Okay, the way that they speak to each other. Marcin is a beautiful man, as we can see by his headphones. Well, Rama, yes, the groups module is a fat feature. We do want a thin Gaia, but let's say I like the groups module, okay, and I applaud the regen team for building it. What I don't think that they knew was that DAO was going to like completely outpace them, and in fact, I didn't know that either. Okay, Jake Hartnell's work on DAO is well, Marcin. If you want to agree on something, we can agree on Jake. We can agree on DAO any freaking day. Okay.
It
Um,
has many great others that I want to give shout out, especially that over 20 people watch us. I heard the great things about Zeke, who is considered to be one of the most talented developers. I heard that he's really, really good. I had
yep,
him on,
you
very good
did.
guy.
See, I
Else
wish I
how
could just ingest all your interviews because, again, now the interviews go very reasonable.
I change it to conversations. I talk to people. I don't do
Yes,
interviews. I
I know, but you're
converse.
very good at it. We
Also, so there is Zeke, there is Nick Merrill. There is other people who we have not learned, but the DAO has really great developers. And the best thing I see about those people, they're completely outside of the drama and the chaos that we have here. Like they just
well,
don't care.
okay, they don't need to care, and in part, that's part of the beauty of Cosmwasm. But if you're working on the SDK, hang on. If you're working on the SDK or you're working on WASM-D, hi, I work on 5 branches of the Cosmos SDK. Okay, the Osmosis fork, the mainline Cosmos SDK fork, um, the one that we made for Dig with the little funny thing to support ETH, the Akash fork, and the Quicksilver fork. Okay, all of them. All right. What I'm saying is like that's a lot. Okay, and I want to see features upstreamed. Also, I think that the attitude best exemplified by Aaron on WASM-D issue 941 um, is this is what's preventing progress. He started in with personal attacks on Ethan Fry, just like has been done to myself. And Aaron is an ICF funded individual with the Regen team, and all I'm saying, guys, every single time that I see people trying to solve engineering disagreements with personal attacks, it's coming out of people who are funded by the ICF. And the okay, now let's be fair and balanced. Okay, let's be Fox News, but like way better. Okay, um, to be fair and balanced about this, Marco and Bez on the Cosmos SDK affected by the mind virus. Okay, I believe strongly that they can lead the development of a proper unified SDK that gathers upstream code and merges it in. Zucky was making commentary about this, about how like the core team should likely go out and gather features that other people developed. I had a thinky poo, right? That's brilliant. Okay, because it sort of flips the script, and it should also allow the SDK to get a little bit more focused. There's an approach to modularization that's being developed for the SDK. It's going to mean yet more protobufs. I'm a little bit scared of those. Again, I'm speaking developer speak because I'm trying to give people real talk. Okay, and the real talk here, Marcin, the reason that they don't need to be in this drama, and I'm telling you, man, I need to be in this drama because I have a year's work. Okay, craft remains unshipped. Why? Well, in February, our testnet went kabloomy. I was the first person to, well, not I, we, the craft network community, craft economy community, okay, we were the first people to experience the bug that took down Celestia. And unfortunately, that was an integration bug between Tendermint and the SDK. Okay? Now, Tendermint is controlled and funded by the ICF currently. What actually ended up needing to happen, and like if you were to go to the Cosmos SDK and look at the pull request where Marco was like, well, I'm bumping Tendermint down to version 3420. And I asked him like, dude, why? Like, what's going on? And he's like, I think he said something like, we've lost faith in that upstream branch. Guys, what actually had been happening is that integration testing had stopped occurring between the following very important libraries. Okay, integration tests were not being run between CosmWasm, Tendermint, the Cosmos SDK, and IBC Go. Now, check this out. Who do I trust in all this? Well, I trust Marco. You know why? Because anything that's wrong with the SDK, whether or not it's his fault, he's like, it's my fault. I'll fix it because he's the team lead. And like in software development, that's the concept of product ownership. Okay. I do this for a lot of stuff. Okay. Just for example, very recently, at least for the chain components of pylons, but increasingly the product, right? So that's me. Okay, so basically, like, if something goes wrong, it's on me. Dig, it's on me. Like what I'm saying is, yes, we have a team of engineers. The engineers build all kinds of things. Okay, but at the end of the day, at least in the dominant paradigm for developing software, it is the product owner's job, literally, to accept all blame on behalf of the team. And okay, but I don't know. I'm having a technical conversation right now, Lunar. Um, and uh, and these are really, really pressing technical issues. Now, Marcini, you mentioned these devs working on contracts, they get to be outside the drama. This is good. Okay. This is very, very good because what CosmWasm does is it creates a layer of abstraction. Okay. Where all you need is access to the chain. You don't need access to, for example, the Cosmos SDK repository. You don't need access to the Cosmos Hub repository. And by the way, if you contribute code there, you also have to agree to the sprawling and vacuous contributors covenant. And you may face competitive disadvantages as a validator if you do. Look, there are reasons that the Cosmos Hub has low validator participation. Okay. That is just one of them. But anybody can look at my experience contributing to the Cosmos Hub. And what can I say? They most likely can see why not to do it. I want to thank a few teams right now because where the ICF has not been in any way supportive of Emotional's work. You there, buddy? You know?
Jacob,
Mm, yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
want to tell why the devs do actually not care. Because they
But
don't
wait,
have
no,
to.
no, they don't need to. They don't need to. But
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
you
I'm
work one
saying,
layer, hang on,
um,
if you work one layer below them, you have to. I work below
yes.
them. I have to. I don't even have a choice.
Mm-hmm. I want to address the certain things that if you think that the fact that these devs building on Juno is like forever thing, it's not. There will be many places for them that will be Juno, Neutron, Celestia, or anywhere, and wherever they will feel best, they will develop. And I think it's most important to be bullish on Cosmos.
That's
Just not necessarily bullish on Juno because Cosmos is way bigger than just Juno. And I saw the move from Juno Network to become sponsor of Confia, which is great move. Actually, we have to do this
I
to be
no,
on
look,
the forefront.
I agree completely.
Um, but I tell you, these devs who build now on Juno, if they see something better on other network, they will just go there. If they will be better
Yes.
funded,
But
if they will see, hey, this is toxic, they will go there. It's
we
no
want
problem for them.
this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want this.
So I'm telling
Look,
you, like, if you wonder why these
that's
people don't
good.
care, why would
No,
they?
no,
They
that, but Marcin, there's more to it than that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you're right, and what you're describing is a good thing. And like, let me make really clear that's practically embedded in the design goals of Cosmwasm. Okay, this is something everyone desires to see happen. What you just described. Okay, dozens or hundreds of chains that are CW enabled. Okay, or thousands. Who knows? Or Peng Zhang predicted millions. I love that talk he gave. I was working on Starport at the time, and I thought it was brilliant. And look, like, I want developers to be very happy. Okay, and I'm trying to tell you, I work one level below them. And I should not only say I should say we at Notional. Okay, we work a level below them, and at that level, we don't have platform choices like that. Okay, um, and I don't know how to get that through to you. Okay, but where we work at Notional, okay, those choices don't exist. And when upstream does a little poopy poo in the river, we pay. Our customers pay. Okay, um, I have 6 teams, 6 external teams that want their chains to have the following features: SDK 46, CosmWasm, and the iClusion liquid staking module. And if we just go over to here, let me like I'll pull up a little browser window here, okay, to the CosmWasm repository. Um, okay, what?
I've been getting and because I'm just the retail trying to have the chat, and I know that people love drama. And
Well, I don't
those
really,
people,
but like, look, like
but I
this
I mean though and there is so much chaos recently, and I
cows.
feel
Wait,
it's a
not
lot of
more.
arguments, and I think it might be distraction for some people and for some others that actually try to build some stuff, maybe, right?
Yes, and I'm saying who caused it, okay, and that's the ICF. All right, look here. This is the issue I am discussing. Okay, so there's this one upgrade to Cosmos SDK 46. It's now done, by the way. It's done. Okay. Um, And see, okay, so we got Ethan. I'm more and more skeptical on whether we can even use the 46 release from Cosmos SDK, C941. Um, okay, and now like let's say that, well, unfortunately, Ethan Fry, and you were talking about like the freedom to not have to indulge in bullshit. Well, guys, Ethan gave the developers that freedom, okay, by like being kind of primary author of Cosmwasm, okay, and basically what he's describing is that he doesn't want to rapidly upgrade Cosmwasm. I think in some ways he's a little bit too conservative. Like for example, here he's saying, well, like, don't consider the current branch safe until the next branch is released. Well, uh, I feel it. Groups and gov is not so useful for Cosmwasm chains and brings a very dangerous attack surface. I would have phrased it differently. I would say that it has a broad attack surface. I think he's right. And the scariest comment here in this thread is actually Aaron from the Regen team being like, "Well, what attack surface?" And it's like, "Well, dude, I love the groups module, and I do. Okay, what we did is Craft Economy has some really really cool usage of the groups module. It's technically a fork of the groups module, but it's cool as hell, and I'm appreciative to the Regen team for building it. But like reality is when you add a lot of code to something, anything, okay, you increase the attack surface area, and then okay, so Aaron begins to get into uh whoa, those are some pretty heavy accusations, blah 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 blah, finger pointing, tone, blah 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 blah. Eh,
It doesn't
like,
help.
right, it doesn't help
The blah blah
because
doesn't help.
I'm sorry, here, let me help. Okay. What I mean is, okay, see
No,
this,
I
right?
don't care. Like,
Like that's kind of what ICF funded people are doing, and unfortunately, you know, Aaron's one of those,
mhm.
and Aaron might even end up watching this video. So I just want to say, like, Aaron, we freaking love the groups module. Okay,
I don't think many people watch this, to be honest. Just
really? How do we do on view counts, man?
I know there's just few people who are like looking at Don Kryptonium. They
Mm.
like to listen, but I think there is not many Cosmos people from inside that watch it. To be honest,
Well, we're all very
it's
busy.
been,
That's why I don't, you know, read your stuff.
oh,
Um, all right. So, like, basically, what I can see here is Bez and and Dave, jumping out and basically saying like, uh, well, Bez, Dave, Marco. Okay, and first of all, in terms of skill level, I feel that Bez, Dave, and Marco are probably top. So really, really good at like software development communication. Dave taught me how to do a code review. Um, and I should just say that it's not an explicit lesson. Okay. Like he didn't ever sit me down and said, Jacob, this is how you do a code review. I participated in code reviews with Dave, who's one of the co-founders of Osmosis, and he's uh yes, I will always strive to do that well. It's like a high watermark, right? Like we often, as software engineers, do calls where we, in a group, will review some code. Um, but like, look, what you're looking at is something that directly impacts Juno, whether you know it or not. And Don, the nice thing is, okay, but like here, like check this out. Here's SDK 457 with IBC Go. Why is it sitting? Well, we have a war with the ICF.
by the way, I know, Jacob, that you will get um I think you will get the ICF delegations. Once they
Yeah,
solve
so
everything.
like that. Okay, but
And
that was never my point. Um, in fact, right now, and I don't know how to get you to understand this or to get the audience to understand this. And look, I'm appreciative of any delegation, and I'll use them the way I use all the delegations, basically just to keep building. Our validators don't pay for most of our ops at Notional, and we don't intend to change that. Most of our ops are paid for through software development contracting, and also we have a growing infrastructure services division, and sometimes we blend software development and infrastructure services sort of like into a single package, because when we started offering infrastructure services, what happened is we discovered a number of ways to optimize chains. Okay, so like this one is like, okay, you can see me doing my like, okay, I'm guessing, and then Vung comes in and he's like, I'm fixing Jacob's junk, I'm fixing Jacob's junk, I'm fixing Jacob's junk, and then boom, okay, here's the thing everybody wants. Okay, this is what everybody wants. This is what Larry Zero X, who I consider to be, he's got to be in there with like Joe Abbey and a couple of the other people that Jack Zampolin has hired, where it's really clear that the skill level is just kind of mind blowing, right? Um, and then okay, well, like I mean, I'll share another thing that Notional did. Okay, and by the way, I mean they're okay, but they don't want me shaping the delegations policy, and they're offended that I spoke the word coin grab, and they're confused that
but I can also
they,
tell you,
they think I'm Korean American. Do I look Korean?
I just want to tell you, most of the people do not care
Well, whatever. I mean,
because they
but
cannot
you should.
relate because there's many people who are not developers.
Okay,
This is
but
the issue.
okay. So to the many people who are not
Which
developers, what
which
I need to tell you is,
I'm saying to, like, I believe Paul, like he can't relate to anything that's going on here, you know.
oh well, guys, this is what's impeding your number go up.
Well, yeah,
I'm
because
outlining. No,
that.
really. I'm outlining the issues that impede number go up technology from happening.
Mhm.
That's there is not. I'm sure that what I just said is accurate. And by the way, pursuant to fully supporting Cosmos SDK 46 across the whole ecosystem, myself and the Notional team, we wrote IBC Go version 5. Okay. Now we got a lot of help from the IBC Go team, and this is another really huge problem. Okay. Because the ICF is putting me in this terrible position where they're acting in an opaque and unaccountable manner, and their grantees are running around the internet calling me a drunkard and worse. And I know the truth. The truth is the ICF is really sucking with delegations, sucking bad. And they're
They
sucking,
working to fix it.
hang on, they're sucking at transparency, and they're sucking bad. And I know that they've lied about the delegation stuff. They said it was because of multi-sig transactions, but they don't need to make multi-sig transactions. So they could redelegate today, or they could just undelegate. And guess what? Non-participatory validators are dangerous. Okay. It means they have no context on the chain. They literally don't know what they're doing, and they can absolutely harm the Cosmos Hub. So if they were being good stewards, and I mean the Interchain Foundation, they would undelegate and denounce. You know why? Because those validators can hurt the Cosmos Hub. No joke.
They
Like
know
for
it. They know it. I spoke about this, and
real.
they know it. They are aware. We spoke about
Okay, so
non-participation.
wait. So
If
then,
you would watch,
wait.
the chat
Hang on,
with
hang on.
with.
Then
Mhm.
there's a really, really important question. Okay, look, you're saying they know it.
Mhm.
Great. All right, they know it. These are dangerous validators that can hurt the Cosmos Hub, but they're not taking action. But taking action is really easy. Why? And what is their problem with me?
Maybe the way you communicate.
Dude,
Maybe
I've been
some people can.
communicating this. Hang on, I've been communicating this since February. So what
I
is the problem?
I would say, you know
But Don, don't you think that
what
it's getting a little sketchy and funny? Don't you think it's getting weird, Don?
I've got used to these things, and I tell you, like, at some point you just it
But
just
Don,
go
I don't
down
think
on
you
you.
should. You
I
shouldn't
don't
get used
care.
to these things. Why are you used to
I
these
will be
things?
open. I don't
Oh,
care anymore. I don't care anymore.
but yeah, exactly. And
Like,
that's how.
I
Hang on. That's how we fail. Okay.
yeah,
When
it's
we see low quality, hang on. When we see low quality things happen, and there's a culture that does not address them head on,
Mhm.
that is how we fail. That
I
is
hope it will
exactly how
get.
we.
I hope it will get fixed because I did try to do right things, you know, and I'm quite tired of it because
Sure,
I
Don.
get a lot of attacks. My friend told to me yesterday, you do it wrong. Crypto is like cocaine. You should enjoy it. Just join them, extract as much as you want, and leave. That's what everyone does. And I think maybe I will do the same stuff now.
You know,
I'm telling Jacob, 80% of
Hmm?
people, this is the thinking of
Well,
majority
hang
people in
on.
crypto. This is the
That's
majority of your friends validators. This is the majority of your friend
right.
developers.
Oh,
That's all they
no,
want.
no,
It's their families.
no,
Okay, like
no.
I don't know. I'm getting
Hey,
wrong
hey, hey,
picture.
hey, 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 hey. Those people aren't my friends.
That's so what? They're not my friends. I'm really Jacob. I'm so tired. I'm so fucking tired.
Right. Okay, so get this, right? Well, why are you tired in this case? Why am I tired? Well, the ICF lied to the community about why they didn't redelegate. Okay, those hang on, those delegations are optional right now. Okay, because they made them optional with those Auth privilege grants. Okay, they take a single transaction to change.
They do the
You
same
say,
thing that happens on every other chain.
no,
And
no, no, no,
once you
no, no,
try, I tell you, once you go out, you try to speak
not
about the
true.
issues, they
That's
come
not
at you and
true.
attack you. And you know why these people attack you? Because you are flooding their banks. Because all thing that
I'm
matters at
not
the end
flooding
of
your
the day,
bags. Wait,
squeeze
whoa.
that shit. Squeeze that shit.
Facts are facts, yo. Facts are facts. Okay. If they feel that,
Fugazi. It doesn't exist.
hang on, if they feel that, uh, smaller, like, look, I'm a little guy, and this is another one of my big issues with the ICF. They have no conception of symmetry, it seems. Bucky's really worried about me to the point he's accusing the heir of slander. And
I don't know if he's worried. He's not here to speak about this. I don't know if he's
right,
worried. There's other
well,
friend
hey,
always.
he used the word slander.
Maybe he just like Jacob. Maybe he just doesn't want to be bothered. Maybe he just like want
Okay,
peace.
well, hang on. Fine, then he should step down.
I mean, I already addressed that to you that you are very free to undelegate from me. I can't be bothered
Yeah.
anymore.
But wait. So you understand that they lied?
Yeah, I don't
Well,
see
then I don't need
the
to, because you can read the ledger.
and I think they work on the solution. I under
Hang
like
on, hang on.
you.
No,
Everyone lies, and I
lie.
feel
No,
in the
no, no, no.
startup space, in the startup space, I
Dude. A blockchain is a truth machine. It's 100 computers that arrive at the same state every 2 to 6 seconds in the cosmos context. Okay,
Mhm.
you don't get to lie. Okay, but they did lie. Like they're building truth
This
machine.
this happens. I mean, it's bad. It's bad.
Right. So Bucky should step down. Okay.
This is the
Um,
fact that often the founder is not the best CEO. And I believe if the interchain people could, because that's the company, so they are collective of people. If they think
well,
there was a
hang on. The Entertainment
mismanagement,
Foundation is not a company. It's a foundation.
so
That's
if the
to
foundation,
provide
if the
public good.
foundation if the foundation thinks that the Ethan Bookman is not the right person to run the foundation,
He's the
and there
president
could
of
be
the
the clues,
foundation.
you are not the part of the foundation. Like, so I hope
Yeah.
they make the right decision. I hope
But
they at the
He's the president of the foundation. He would have to make that decision. I'm telling him.
no,
He should,
there is the
no.
board. I'm sure there is the board. They can vote him out. They can kick him out. That
No, they
happens.
probably should
So
because
if they believe
like
that
I
he
don't know where
mis
the culture of dishonesty is coming from, but as they say,
yeah
the fish rots from the head.
um so if he's negative, if he's responsible for decision who made mismanagement of funds, The mismanagement of, like, I don't know how much through this delegation they lose
Well,
as
I
the
mean,
foundation, they can vote him out. It's okay.
they should.
Mm.
Okay,
And
but it's just a simple
Kara
like.
probably said it right. People don't really care about the truth, and I'm sorry for, like, I'm being this way. I think, like, some certain stuff got to me. I do feel really down. Like, um I can't
Well,
be
look,
bothered.
look, look,
I'm
like
I'm I'm
what
sick of people behaviors.
do you know why I
I'm
question my
really
delegation
sick.
to you?
Jacob, Jacob,
No, no, no.
let me lie it down.
Do
Let me
you
lie
know
it down.
why?
Let me lie it down. No, no, no. Let me lie it down. Okay.
But do you know why?
I don't fucking care. Okay. I promised. I promised. I
Oh,
don't
oh,
fucking
but
care.
I care because I like what you do. Okay, I care very
Okay,
much.
Jacob.
So I want you well informed.
Look,
Okay,
look. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm
you're
sorry for
tired.
saying that.
You're gonna go to
Give
sleep.
me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. Give me
Okay,
five
okay,
minutes.
yeah.
I have 50,000 something, Juno. My benefit is 2.5 Juno a day from that. Okay? This is 2.5 Juno.
Really,
People keep coming at me. People keep
2%.
coming at me. People keep coming at me that I do something wrong. I have never squeezed a single Juno from anyone.
Yeah, I
I
know.
have never got any grant. I see the Terra Dev Fund member Kevin Garrison voting yes for Terra Spaces to allocate $7,000 a month for him. Luckily, other people voted no. I see the different grants and I see people milking the cow. Jacob, you want to undelegate for me? Just go, go,
No, no, no.
go, go,
I
Jacob.
refuse. I
I don't fucking.
refuse. I
Jacob,
refuse.
I'm so
Now you're
tired.
stuck. Now
2.5
you're
Juno,
stuck.
2.5 Juno daily.
Is that all you get?
2.5 Juno daily. I'm the bad guy. I'm the
Hang
bad
on,
guy,
hang
people.
on, hang on, hang
You
on, hang
who
on.
listen me.
That's
You
messed
who
up though.
listen me. You who listen. No. I'm the bad guy.
Delegate some to him.
Go. Build your look, people. You like those good guys who tell you 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 think that those guys are on your side, who tell you generational wealth. We are going to make it. Every day you go, you build this, you buy these DAO tokens because they tell you generational wealth. They get hundreds of thousands of Juno delegated from the core teams, core foundations, grants, and other shit. Okay, go with them. Don't ever delegate to me. That's it.
Be like Kevin. You're just so good. And and
Do you look? People get that shit, and I promised you we're not gonna talk about this. I will say it openly because I'm sick of it and I don't care anymore. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I woke up wrong again.
I
I tell
told him
you,
to be like Kevin.
Kevin Garrison, great marketer, sucking every single person dick. Sorry for getting violent now. I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
why. I'm feeling
we
it's
were
the
not going to
time.
use the Betsy wordsies. Remember we?
Received over 500,000 of delegations appearing few months ago for sucking dick and providing the value, mismanaging funds. And then when I call out some issues about something, he goes in my DMs calling me stupid. Go delegate to Kevin Garrison. Jacob, go delegate to him. Okay? What else you want me to say? Okay? Go delegate to those guys. I don't need to be part of your group of people that sit in the circle and great job you do. That's all you do, guys. That's all you do. That's all you do.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Hang on now. Look, I was only concerned because I thought you couldn't read the ledger.
Yeah, okay. I this meant to be about ICF, but
Yeah, but no, you have to be able to read the ledger to get my delegation.
uh
Apparently, you
no
can read the
no no
ledger.
one cares. No one, like I tell you, no one cares about ICF. No one cares about any ledger.
Yeah,
Um
well, when we
I
can't have
could see your delegations. I tell you,
no.
Jacob, do you know one entity from actually only there is only one entity that
Hmm?
supported me. One. Do you know who is this?
What,
From
me and Takumi?
Yes, like on Juno, this is only you.
Isn't it two?
Only.
Well,
Sorry?
Takumi supports you on Adam, which is amusing. Hi, Takumi.
Yeah, but so then there is the Jake Harnell coming yesterday. If I don't like what's happening, why I don't make prop. Do you want to know, Jacob, why I don't make prop?
I
Because it
don't know
will be
why you don't
voted
make
no
fun.
or no with veto. And unlike those guys, I don't benefit from Juno. And I can't make prop because I can't afford losing 1,000 Juno.
Okay, wait. All right, all right. You make a good prop. I'll pay the freaking fracking deposit. Okay, but like,
I don't care. I'm gonna start making bullish content. Generational wealth, people.
I would not do that.
Generational wealth.
I would not do that. It's look, that's not the style that I recommend. And
I feel
honestly, I think Kevin has
depressed,
done a
Jacob.
freaking
I feel
amazing job.
depressed. I think the longer it goes on, I do something bad. But I'm gonna take a break, I think.
All right. You take a breather. Well, listen, I'm only concerned because I thought you couldn't read the ledger. Okay.
I
Uh,
know the ICF does bad delegations. Yes,
so actually,
Rarma.
wait.
Finally,
Rama brings
finally,
up.
finally, Rarma says
He's right.
the community is the circle who clap for each other.
Well, I mean, but Rama's okay. If you look at a proof of stake network, okay. I mean, I will not sugarcoat this. Okay, it's a stake weighted democracy. Okay, so like when you declare a validator, for example, okay, you are pretty much saying, hey, I align with the founders in Wales here, and frankly, on Juno, I do. Okay, on the Cosmos Hub, well, that's the most mature network in Cosmos, and so there are some that I align with, and others that I do not. And Rama, yeah, no, Rama, you're right. It's yeah, and
Yeah.
also
Why when I
guys,
address the
that's why I'm
problem,
saying I paid you to skip
why when I address the problem, there is person who is directly involved in the certain things coming at me saying shitting at them, I'm being stupid and stuff like this. Huh?
well, some of your criticisms were stupid, but if we were to jump into okay, look, should I go to Bali and meet with Simon? You're going to make
Sorry?
the decision.
I don't give a
Hang
shit
on.
about. I listen to the guy. I listened to this guy. Jacob, I don't have anything to talk to him.
Okay,
I
but should
listen
I
to
do
this
it?
guy. He's not good guy.
What do you mean he's not a good guy?
I don't care. Like I listened to these spaces yesterday, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone with a little bit of common sense can smell the bullshit. Anyone with a little bit of common sense.
So if I go
Okay.
down to Bali, for let's say a media festival, okay, and he and me we're going to be drinking, right? And I'll take this laptop, okay, and you're gonna make a recordy poo because I'm going to ask him about EOS.
Sorry.
EOS, it's like a river of poop. I don't trust anything from it. So I want to ask him about it. Now the question is, do I pack up the wife and the boy and do I go to Bali? He invited me to
I
Bali. And by the way, I freaking fracking like the guy. Okay, Simon, I like him. But
Yeah,
look,
it's not the first time you're wrong.
don't you remember? Don't you remember this?
No.
You don't remember from the first
Sorry,
call?
Jacob, for ruining this live. Actually,
What do you mean you ruined it?
I-
Oh, poor Don Kryptonium. We need to get him a crown and more cat ears. Don,
I'm
we're
be
not ruining
fine with
anything.
the.
Okay, we've confirmed you can read the ledger and that you understand that the ICF lied to the community. I hope you take that seriously because it's really serious. Okay. Now, in terms of the stuff with Loop, okay, um, I I spoke with Simon very directly. Okay, because look, I'm invested in project success. Let me explain. Neutron. Okay, I talk to the Neutron team like pretty frequently, several times a week. Okay, I want to see Neutron succeed. I realize there are people like inside Juno or maybe like, Neutron's a competitive threat. Da, 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 da. I don't see it that way. Okay. The way that I see it is I am a validator on the Cosmos Hub. I abstained from the vote, but you know what? It passed. Okay. And the reason I abstained from that vote is procedural more than anything else. Okay. Because I'm very much in favor of the Cosmos Hub funding projects that benefit atom holders strongly. Okay. The procedural reason that I abstained from that vote is simply that it was set up so that 150,000 atoms went in to. You're right, Chokosabi. They do. I hope this doesn't sound like a circle jerk rant right now here on
They
this
are.
video.
Sorry, they are circle
Well, no, no,
jerking.
I really, I'm curious, and I'd take the feedback. Anyhow, um, it went to a multi-sig of 4, and it's supposed to fund 3 consumer chains. And I would rather actually have seen 50,000 atoms go directly to the Neutron team, and for them to just build, because I think that it would have made it easier to like track the finances and do like we could track what income or what impact for atom users making that 50,000 disbursement more easily, and then we could create
It's.
other.
I'm telling you, this will be good investment, and I have the feeling that will be good investment.
Well, look,
Um,
I'm
the
strongly in support of.
the Neutron is big scale project, is smart contract platform, interchain security, big teams.
Yeah, I mean, it'll ship in June.
They actually invest their own cash into developing this project as well. So
Yeah, but I mean, it's going to ship in June, unless the
yeah,
ICF gets
it's
the stuff
long,
together.
so
Hey,
it's fine
listen,
because we
listen.
probably have
You
two
know this.
years
You know this.
paying ahead.
Issue 941. Issue 941 on Wasm D. That
Mhm.
is the neutron ship schedule, whether you understand it or not. So, who is impacting? Uh, well, good, good. I'm glad that you have a lot of hex and watches. Listen, with that particular asset, uh, well, Marcin was saying that cryptocurrency is like cocaine. You should enjoy it and then go. Well, hex, yeah, I would say it's like that. So if you're up, just buy yourself some more watches and then.
I think it's a joke, but I
Oh,
had some
we
discussions.
know. We never know. We never
Uh,
know, right? We never know.
I I
Hex.
listened.
Wait, hex
I
is a joke, though, right?
uh, it's a it's not a scam. It's a Ponzi. Um, so but
You're
it's
fun. You're fun.
but I recognize what it is. It will be probably deflating for a while. The funny part is like for me, I listened to recent Kobe podcast, and the girl said the Richard Hart is lead, and you would agree. Richard Hart is lead guy, while the Do Kwon was not lead. Like he tried to be the alpha, but we ended up and realized that he's just a SpongeBob.
I
But
don't know. I'm not too interested in the people, and frankly, like Hex doesn't
uh,
have Hex doesn't have very compelling technology. You know what I'd be very
no,
interested in doing though?
it's just the
Hang on,
token contract. Is Hex is nonsense. I made many
hang
videos
on
on
though, hang on
that.
though, hang on. I have a thing, a thing. Your Rolex is holding very good, very good. Um, I think that we should try to have like, look. I mean, if Bucky will hop on here with you, you're the best interviewer in the space. Do you know even Kevin thinks that?
I I uh,
I,
I think it's over. I think I broke today. First hour was okay, but it seems I broke. The problem with Kevin, and someone commented this. He said, "I hate to admit that." but I
Because you frequently disagree with him. Look,
what's too
when
hate
you
to
have
admit?
somebody, hang on, when you have somebody in
What's
their
to hate?
position,
Jacob.
mhm,
I'm the largest content creator on Juno. What's to hate here? Huh?
um,
What he hates? Yeah, go to someone else if you hate that. I don't care. Go to someone else.
okay, like, what I wanna do, though, I wanna try to get
By the way, do you know
Bucky.
that Cryptocito was a hex shiller before? He would do raw before he got into Cosmos. Actually, not many people knows that he was into hex, which is okay because hex was very low there then, I guess. But there's many like, but I mean, like Kevin, you hate to admit it.
That's
Go
not
there.
okay. That's not okay.
That's
he shall be trolled over this. He shall be trolled over this. But anyway, look, Martine, people, including me,
just make
including Helen
7K to
Kevin,
Terra
look,
spaces
we
if you
respect
hate
your
to admit.
interview approach very much. So how about like I would love to have a conversation with Bucky, for example. Okay. And
He
we do
didn't
it on
respond.
the
That
show.
I messaged him. He didn't
I
respond.
know he's not a big
Um,
respondy guy.
um,
And we could have Cryptocito on. We could have oh rah, rah,
well,
eh, eh,
I don't know. I think that the certain people are
uh,
not really
I look. I agree with many who say that he Cryptocito, okay, actually done a lot for Cosmos. I have to agree with that. And I also think that he's affiliated with a couple of wrong projects due to a lack of ability to do technical due diligence. And I'd like to talk to him about that. Okay.
I mean, it's
Uh, but
okay.
it's not okay though, because
He's
notional policy.
influencer. I've seen worst things
Yeah, but
happening.
listen. It's not okay. Okay. So,
This
but
is
here's the thing. Like, I'm all about leveling people up. Right. Like, look, Bucky could level up if you just focus on informal because they do some pretty cool stuff. Okay. Um, uh, ICF could level up if they just do transparency. They don't. Okay. They just don't. And I mean, they cannot engage with me and say it's about attitude or whatever, but you saw it. They lied. Don't lie. Come on now. That is the
uh
opposite of transparency and accountability.
Chuck.
Um,
I just don't care really. I don't really care about what they
oh
do.
no, he doesn't care anymore. Okay, so
No,
Don,
I mean Cryptocito, I never cared. Like this is just not the content I'm interested, and I will be honest, like those type of videos like bore me. Like they
oh,
have like
actually I understand the ones. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All
it's
right.
just not my
Listen, I'm
level
gonna
of
need to
interest.
go. We have been
Mhm.
here for an hour and a half. Okay,
In
but
Interchain Foundation.
I'm glad that you know. Okay, they lied, and that's not okay. I don't accept
Mhm.
that. Um, look, they make a lot of claims, like supporting the community and stuff like that. This also means you should not lie to the community. Um, and like I want to get past that. Oh well. I don't know,
Can
Don. You're
rewatch it.
tired, right? He can rewatch. He probably should rewatch
I'm not tired of video. I'm tired of the
the bullshitter.
certain I think I didn't distance myself well, and I got a little bit too emotional over the certain discussions on Twitter, and I think it got to me. And with that, I think it is not good because
Didn't you just say that Kevin's profession was
if you lose, it is his profession. He does great at this.
Can you
Um,
just say that again? Shouldn't you maybe
he
not say that? Couldn't that be? I mean, because I just don't. That's not how I see the man. Okay.
Everyone sees that. Everyone sees that. Jacob, everyone sees that. Um, I'm telling you, like people see that some people just are swallowers, and I mean, and it's obvious. Can you even tell me one sub DAO that can
Aren't
you
you,
tell me
you get me on here
like
in part to lecture me about attitude, and now
Jacob,
you're saying
Jacob,
that some people
I'm
are
going
just
to eat
swallowers?
breakfast. I hope I will not see the Kevin popping out of the fridge, okay? Like the guy even signed the constitution of DAO DAO. The guy is
Yeah,
everywhere. Yeah?
yeah, but he's gonna. Why is he gonna pop out of your fridge? That's
Because
scary.
he's everywhere now. He's
Don't
in
scare
every
me like that.
single he's
Why
in
is he gonna
every
be in your
single
refrigerator?
because he's everywhere. Like wherever I look. Sabdao here, Terra Dev Fund, Terra this, Juno this. Kevin is everywhere. Like he's like
All right. Well, I mean, okay. I hope I'm clearing up a number of things that I also yeah, I think Kevin actually does a really good job with that.
yeah, great.
Um,
Go on.
yeah, but I don't think he's a professional schlommer of the knob. But guys, we're talking about people again, and I'm trying to talk about systems. Okay, the reality is, okay, it's
Jacob,
the ICF.
Jacob, you talk about systems. You keep talking about Ethan. What you talk about?
No, no,
Don't
no,
be
no.
hypocrite.
Well, he's harming the systems. Don't harm the
Rarma,
system.
I hope you will find your space because I see you are sniffing around some money recently. I hope you can get involved too.
What? Hey,
What?
Reggie,
I hope Rarma will end up
he's
in some
sniffing
sub
around
DAOs
some
too.
money.
Like good luck. What's wrong?
Well, we probably should pay Rama because he's
Go on.
very good.
Great. So, yeah.
Oh,
Terra
Rama, I'm
Developer
probably going to
Fund
try to
should
hire
be
you again because we have more cash flow now. You can say no again
uh
if you want, but
yeah.
I'm still
Yeah,
going to do
go
it.
on, Rarma, go on. Yeah, like you do I mean, no, your spaces are great. Your spaces are great.
All right. Well,
But
um, I'm gonna roll on out, dudes. Because
yeah, go on.
yeah, I gotta get food on. Now listen, Marcin. Now,
I'm gonna rewind this channel to the beginning. Just enjoy the crypto with a few people. Um, uh,
okay.
uh, uh,
Oh,
yeah,
oh, yes, nothing show. Thank you. All right. Bye. Don't sell it to
but
Fox. Rated on 50x lever. He's a madman. Okay. Bye.
bye, Jacob. Bye. Um, I'm gonna stay. So sorry for some rants. I do think I actually like maybe 2 days ago got a little bit too much. Um, don't know why. But I did was spending a lot of time on Twitter and just got a little bit over me. And because of this, I probably say certain things I should not say. Um, I hope this. Yeah, Rarma, like just don't drag this Jordi guy uh to the live chats. Just let him do what the Jordis do. Let him go for a beer uh for breakfast. That's what they do, and I think he would be better at this than having a conversations. uh yeah. Yeah, like he's great guy. I never spoke to him, and somehow I was blocked by him. Really great guy, and he didn't realize I'm blocked yesterday. S- Great guy. What a guy. I love his takes yesterday about loop. uh I probably should have bring some lubricant to the live chat yesterday to help your friend Robo sneak in smoothly. We doing great job, guys. We are doing amazing job. Yeah. But let him enjoy his beer for breakfast sometimes, Rarma. That's what they do in Newcastle. That's what they do. Don't drag him to these conversations. But I don't know why he blocked me. I really never even like exchanged the sentence about him. I once said that raccoon is the bad AI art, and I guess that earned me a block. Um, Shit, I'm really ending my adventure here these days. I think I'm just in the mood. Yeah, and he enjoyed the beer for breakfast the most. Have you ever been in Newcastle? Have you seen what they do? Um, well, Newcastle is not the worst. The Sunderland is the worst. Like you go to Sunderland, they just have no teeth, no nothing. Well, not nothing, but no teeth, right? I mean, like you are being born alcoholic, and if you're from Newcastle, like you becoming alcoholic at 12, so it's a little bit better there. Yeah, that's what they do. They lose the teeth, they lose the game, they go to Thailand. I'm not gonna say what for, but we know what for. We know what for they go to Thailand. Rarma. Ah, I don't do well. Yeah. Um I mean, I met few good people up north. So I was living in Newcastle for 2 years. I got few good friends. But alcoholism is a serious issue. I actually think I might have some things in common with your friend after nights out in Newcastle because they close the nightclubs at 3 a.m. You basically all march into the casino and gamble all of the money away while drinking beer. So I guess that's how he got his interest in raccoon, because uh, casino Thailand are um, illegal. So I think he means the UK nightlife. That's how he got engaged in raccoons. I don't know. Just gonna leave. Uh, so I think maybe it's not for me. Yeah, Paul. So I give the story to Paul. When I started doing the content on this channel, actually my previous content it was purely like satire of a crypto YouTuber, and the Paul was watching me. And when I went to Vegas to marry, the Paul was there, and he become my best man, and he made this day the best it could be. Um, he paid for the dinner for my wedding dinner. He was giving hefty tips to the limo driver. I didn't pay for anything. Like he really treated me well. So that's I consider Paul friend. Oh, thank you. So the node this brought a lot of drama. I'm incompetent to run my node, so I have person that helps me doing this, for which I share 50% of rewards with this other guy. Many people didn't like this, but yeah, I the only pretty much only delegation I got from Jacob, because like I'm considered probably like negative and toxic. Uh, but I don't really like I don't think I'm incentivized with money, so it's like um which is I think it's a you know bothering some people. Oh, thank you, Rarma. I do try to have discussions. So like I do try to talk about the things that interest me. um I understand the jobs of other and places. So there was discussion about cryptocito. So like he brought like people need to learn some basic points that they teach, but it's quite boring for me that we get the interviews where there is like four questions and the guest answering them the same way every single time, which I'm like more interested about interaction with other person, I feel, which doesn't work for anyone. Like actually, some like for example, I had the Jake Harnell recently, and I actually wanted to talk more about him, like have some connection. It was very difficult, and when we were discussing about DAO, you could see he was actually like go into this autopilot that he does on every other channel, which wasn't perfect actually. It was great interview, but he still goes to the same autopilot things that he repeat every single time. And by the way, I understand him. He's great. I do like really like him. But I hope it was able to bring something actually a little more. So yeah, guys. Thank you for coming. um I'm annoyed. I'm really annoyed about myself because I talked to Jacob before. Hey Jacob, I'm just going to let you speak about ICF. We are not going to say fuck, we are not going to say shit. And about 1 hour in, I just like suddenly felt tired. And just troublesome, because if you get to this point, right? If you get to this point where people look at you and hey, he's getting like too invested, it's quite difficult to later to make people speak to you and do interviews with you. Um, so I would like to do more actually long form content, having conversations with people. But when they see me this way, it might not be the best for actually like them having the perception of them. But I was there, I guess, because if you know my channel, it was like very different. um I probably saw that, shared that few times. Let me share that. Oh, thank you, Signal. I think I'm okay at talking, right? I'm okay at talking. So I was doing very different content before. You can see the content was like focused on the crypto YouTubers. So I had these crazy thumbnails, and then I wanted to do the content um serious. And when I every time I tried to get the interview, I had to send that to the people and explain to them, hey, this was satire, please talk to me. I do touch a lot of grass, Rarma. uh I walk every day. I work out every day. I'm active guy. But yeah, like got to invest it. Uh, mm, yeah, this is also a problem because many people who are very technical, they go on technical things, but average watcher will not get that. Which also doesn't happen on some other channels, but also that's why I have to stop sometimes person from talking, because when I listen, I also get often to the points where I don't understand what other person is talking. And Jacob is not the worst. Actually, Jacob is still, I think, understandable. I have some people that even when I have private calls with them, I talk for half an hour, I don't understand the word they say. But I have to pretend and like put in some points. Oh, what about this? What about this? And they think I understand it, but I don't. My brother-in-law came. Actually, maybe I'm emotional recently because I'm flying away on Thursday to Hong Kong after 2.5 years. The place I was leaving, I'm going to Frankfurt on Wednesday, stay overnight there because I hate connecting the flights and I hate flying because I'm a very anxious person. I might not look for people, but I do like have I could not solve my issues of anxiety, and Paul knows that very well, I think. Um so I'm flying on Wednesday, then on Thursday, and I'm like really freaking out. So I think this stress that is coming to me might be causing the way I am now, and I'm looking for a fight. I'm not really good to chat. Feeling like nervous all the time because I have to pack, I have to remember everything to take, and I haven't had long flights, and uh, yeah, it's Yui. I know you just made mistake. Thank you, Rarma. I actually enjoy just chatting to people. Um, uh, so on Friday should be in Hong Kong. 3 days in hotel locked because they still have quarantine. Then 4 days at home. Uh, I have this. Yeah, just hope. Like so. I was thinking, oh, okay. Friday, I'm making last time content, and I did yesterday and Sunday. And as the day approached, probably that's why I don't. So if I thank you, Rarma. I actually like look, Rarma. Like I know I say the bad stuff. I know I might sound crazy sometimes because I go on these rants, and sometimes I don't know. I just feel this like spark of emotions, and I need to throw out the stuff. But I don't ever do anything to like harm someone. I don't do things for personal benefits. Of course, I'd love to make money in crypto, as all of we. But I don't want to be the shiller, and that's not easy thing. And I think Rarmar, you know that because you are a well-spoken guy. You know, if you would do content, maybe YouTube content, and try shilling, you know that it would work well for you. And at some point, you also want to make money, and you know you have to play along, right? Thank you, Rarma. And like, sorry, I don't think this was the best of me in last 2 or 3 days. It wasn't. So, but and by the way, I do think Kevin is nice guy. I just said some stuff because probably I was annoyed how the things are going. But Kevin is nice guy, creative guy. Um, don't think he do anything purposely to harm anyone. It's just the way he is that he's nice guy. But we all do mistakes and do bad decisions, right? So sometimes even like we believe in some project, we might get invested into this, but it doesn't mean that we are right. And that's what I was saying. And I actually never give investment advice to people because I don't know if I'm right. But the same approach I hold over ICF, like Jacob says that they lie. I do believe they maybe did some soft lies to make themselves look better, to give themselves some time. But I don't think they do try to like necessarily harm the community. That was my take. Yeah, I don't understand the certain things. Regarding the last situation, but I think there is something wrong there. Yeah, Rarma, I do feel you. It's really I do it for free too. Like and we can share those experiences um because it's really annoying when you and I think you feel that you are really invested, you do great spaces, you get the shit from some people for doing the spaces because they consider you not a real builder, just the guy who do spaces. So I know you face that. and you have to support yourself but doing full-time job, and then you try to do the content, and I'm sure you feel that your content is valuable, but you have nothing from this, right? So although I don't really have full-time job, and let me share with you, I kind of ruined my job. So um my background is in retouching. um I was actually good retoucher, like, so I'm creative, right? um uh, Let me just share this. So my job, it was retoucher, and I was really good retoucher. I did many like top magazines like Grazia, Icon, Elle, Vogue, Numero, just really a lot. And I know I'm great at retouching. Like, I'm really great at like fashion image post production. Um, I was doing also courses on Photoshop for many years. On Udemy, on Skillshare, I do have my small page. So once I got to crypto, for a year and a half now, I dropped it. I stopped doing retouching work, and I stopped recording the courses because I was focused on crypto, similar as you, and you know that your day job might suffer from this. So I was having good income before. For me, I it would be like when over 5K, I got some money from retouching and stuff. It's gone. I ruined my contacts with my customers, with photographers, because I wasn't paying attention to this. Some offer jobs I just ignored. I didn't make courses, so my income from courses going down. And now I'm also facing this situation. Hey, I actually don't have money from the courses. Okay. I would like to make money, benefit, but I'm still doing for free. I don't get anything. So this is why maybe my bitterness come, Rarma, that I'm like mad at some people, because I do feel maybe I do something valuable. I don't make anything, but I also want to do it on my terms. Um, yeah, it takes. But if it doesn't work, if even if like I would get cancelled and it just go like, we don't want to talk to Don Kryptonium, I get back. I get back to recording courses. I will start messaging the customers, and I will try to make some job and survive. But I made some mistakes, but actually dropping my retouching job. So it's financially, this is some strain for me right now. Yeah, so I get you. That's why I told you. I was teasing. It wasn't really like purposely that I was like, hey, Rama, I see you sniffing something. Because I know that you and me, we see that the way to get paid is to actually get engaged within these communities like Juno, like DAO, contribute to that in the ways we can. So we are providing content and education, and with that you can get rewarded. And you probably see that also some people get engaged in some marketing ventures, that you people that you never heard of, and they get hefty rewards. I know you see that, right? Okay, I should finish that talk. My brother-in-law and my niece came for the dinner. Um, so Rarma, yeah, sorry for being too emotional today, guys. Me too, me too. You can actually see my channel. I'm running this is The channel is run for a year and a half now. Zero income. I enjoy doing this. Rarma, I think we could actually think of I was thinking, not, once again, not financial, because if I'm still gonna do some videos because I enjoy crypto. Okay, might do some like how to DAO or whatever. I don't know. Some educational DAO. that will be just focused on doing the tutorials. It's just no expectation as well. So what I want to do, um, how to use Kepler, 2 minute video, how to create a DAO in 5 minutes, how to buy Juno, how to trade on Juno Swap. These ideas. And because in my videos that I'm doing now, there is too much of Don Kryptonium personality. So what I would like to do, just do tutorial videos. Um, I think we could explore that. I will interview you, Rarma. We will chat. Uh, so I do have Ilan. I buy expensive coffee. Okay, um, like close to $20 for 250 grams. Okay, yeah, Paul. Love you, love you, Paul. Love you, Chris. Really cool. But Rarma, like, let's chat today. Seriously. Um, Sorry for like breaking out like today in the chat. I think I don't want to ruin relationship with anyone, including Jacob. But I think because of like I'm in some bad space, I'm actually doing that. Like today, even like saying, Jacob just undelegate from me. I really don't mind, but you see, it's not right thing to say to a friend. Australia have excellent coffee. I actually was in Australia, Rarma. I was in Cairns and I was in Adelaide. Um, Excellent coffee. Where exactly you from, Rarma? I might catch a flight because my wife is flight attendant, so I get cheaper tickets. So that's how I flew with her to Cairns before and to Adelaide. Cairns is beautiful, by the way. There was a lot of bats flying around. I don't drink alcohol actually. A little bit maybe sometimes, but I don't drink. Yeah, overall, like I had coffee. I really like coffee in Adelaide, I think, or was it Cairns? I probably mix up. Yes, but Italy has a lot of places with bad coffee actually. So yeah, I love Australia. I love Australia. Um, I'd love to see Sydney. As I said, I wasn't traveling like close to 3 years before we traveled a lot with my wife. Back then, it was girlfriend. But yeah, so hopefully Hong Kong will remove quarantine. By the way, I'm looking forward so much to go to Hong Kong to meet Chris and some of the other friends. By the way, if not all of these restrictions and changes, Rarma, I'm not sure if you've been. Hong Kong is amazing, beautiful coast, climbing, beautiful dams. Chris, what's the name of this kind of dam in the? I'm not sure if you were there in the Lantau Island where you have to climb back and there's this pool. Like that was amazing. I'm like missing these activities soon. Yeah, married 3 months ago. I don't wear it. I should probably wear it. So that Don Kryptonium character with this year is not necessarily done, but like I think I'm just similar. Yeah, I will see you, Chris. Cannot wait for this. Is it Check Peak? I want to share to people how nice is the. No, it's the small one. Um, Infinity pools in Lantau. Guys, this kind of talk about infinity pools and places uh is the best relaxer. Infinity pools. Thank you. So Chris, once I'm in Hong Kong, that's where we are going to go. I miss that spot. So you see these guys. So there is the water from coming from the top, and that's how it looks. Uh, and you can just swim there. You cannot, but you can, and it's absolutely insane. Look how it looks. It's amazing. Hong Kong is amazing about this. This is like the jungle. Many people view just the city. No, I want to go there, hike, and swim in the infinity pool and don't give a shit about anything because I'm probably tired of sitting home and staying on Twitter. I want to interact with real people. So, by the way, guys, I'm going to my family. Thank you for appearing. Sorry for being offensive for some people. I sometimes my emotions swing from 1 hour to another hour. I don't know why I said the things. Um, Good to have you. Thank you for watching. Don Kryptoniums out.